What's good? I know it's been a long time, but I just been thinking about like everything that's been going on recently, and I've finally decided to put a video out. But before we start, we're gonna have 8 seconds of silence for Kobe Bryant and the rest of the victims that lost their lives in that tragic accident. I've been thinking the past couple of days about everything that went on, and like obviously a lot of people are heartbroken. I think about Vanessa and her family. I think about the Altabellis and their family, and I think about just everybody in their family, as it was such a tragic accident. But Kobe Bryant's impact on my life is it's huge. When I think about it, I remember I was probably third grade, in third grade I'd say, and I was watching Kobe Kobe played the Knicks, and I was with my brother. I remember I believe that was when he scored 60 points in the Garden. And I asked my brother, I was like, who's that? He told me, that's Kobe Bryant, the, one of the best basketball players in the NBA, or the best basketball player in the NBA. I was like, he's good. I didn't know anything about basketball. So then I became a fan. I've just been following him for the rest of his career. And that was in, I believe, February of 2009. My birthday was in March. And I told my mom, hey, can I get a jersey for my birthday? And that's how I got my first anything, Kobe Bryant. Um, then I think about fourth grade year. I believe that was when I first got my first pair of shoes from him. And my mom bought me some for my birthday, and so did my aunt. When I tell you, I played basketball in those shoes. Ran around in those shoes, and I wore them until they like fell off my feet, until they like my feet squeezed, and they're like my favorite shoes ever. And I just kept getting more and more and more, and yeah. But I also think about middle school days. I had a Kobe notebook, I had a Kobe backpack, anything Kobe, I had to have it, and it was always bigger than basketball. I remember I would watch every single little interview, like like everything, and like we had we had so much in common. Like we both liked the Eagles, um, and I became an Eagles fan in kindergarten because one of my friends was an Eagles fan. He told me about the Eagles. I'm like, hey, if you're an Eagles fan, I'm an Eagles fan too. But when I tell you, like, no one really told me who I should root for in basketball. I saw Kobe go off. The rest was history. And I don't know. When I tell you, like, we had so much in common, we're both Eagles fans. We both enjoyed storytelling. Like, that's one thing I'm, like, real interested in. That's one of the reasons why I'm back here, because I've been slacking. I don't know why. I don't have a good reason for why I wasn't posting videos and such, but um, I'm gonna pull through. I'm gonna start being more consistent and getting myself together. But if there's one thing about everything that has gone on that I am at peace with, it's the fact that I never waited to show my appreciation for Kobe Bryant while he was here. Like, I used to have his Twitter notifications on, Instagram, whatever. Like, I always used to stay up to date, and I have his book somewhere. Hold on, let me go find it. See, so I have his book right here. I I try to bring it almost everywhere I can. Whenever I go to school, I bring it with me. Try to bring the Mamba mentality with me wherever I go. It was a good read. I remember I was begging my mom. I was like, "Mom, can you buy me this book?" I was like, I don't ever read. Would you buy me this book? It was like, how much was it? $35. Long story short, I got my dad to buy me the book. But it was a good read, and it taught me about. It was like about basketball and like his life and such. But there's like so much stuff you could take from Kobe Bryant that you could apply to everyday life, like with the Mamba mentality, like your preparation and stuff. Like if you prepare to be great, I believe you could be great, and that's just some of the lessons that he instilled upon me, and not just me, but his millions and millions of fans and supporters. And I I was just really happy for him in the sense that after basketball, he talked about finding your niche and going 100, 1,000% in it. Like that's the part. That's something like I admired. I admired a lot, and to see him, I'm a big fan of storytelling and such. To see him win an Oscar, how many people can say they're an NBA champion and they've won an Oscar and multiple awards? They got all the recognition that he's gotten. Not a lot of people, or I don't think anybody else that I know of, can say that. And I didn't really tell anybody this, but one of my goals for the decade was to work with him, and I always wanted to earn it. I didn't want to work for him. I want to work with him because I believe we could have done something special, and I wanted to earn it. That's one thing I wanted to do. I didn't want a handout. I wanted to work my way from the bottom to the top, just like him. Because remember, he was drafted in the lottery, but he didn't always start his career. I believe he averaged like 7 points his rookie year, and then I believe he said an injury is what actually started getting him minutes, and then he just never looked back from there and became one of the greats. And he inspires me to be great at what I do. Like I don't see myself slacking off anymore and stuff like that. I just want to keep the Mamba mentality with me and keep moving forward to make sure his legacy lives on, his daughter's legacy lives on, everybody else, they won't be forgotten. And I believe we just help better this world and make the people around us proud, love our families, and just be great. I also remember I was in 4th grade. It was picture day, and then I was trying to wear my Kobe jersey. My dad told me I couldn't wear it, and I think I cried that morning, like, because I was like the only thing I want to wear. And I probably wore like the most generic shirt. I can't even remember the picture somewhere in my house, but I remember crying that morning, and I'll never forget it because that was my like favorite thing. And then I still have it on my dresser right here, but that was like my favorite thing ever. And I'll never forget crying because I couldn't wear my favorite shirt. And I'm surprised I haven't, like I was like deeply sad when I found out the news, but I haven't cried about it because I always think about Kobe. He was always so tough. He was always so tough. I remember he played through like injuries and stuff. He had the broken finger, and he would have the wrap around it. And I remember I would get band-aids and wrap it around my finger and shoot like I was Kobe. Like, I don't know. And I remember showing him love. I was doing a project in high school for a documentary, and I was talking about Kobe. I told him I was grateful. My favorite moment was when he dropped 60, or one of my favorite moments, because he went out on top in the fashion that he always did. You know, he was a great. So he definitely set Mamba out, but he lives forever, and we won't forget about him. And I don't know, this just boosted me to a different level, like the way I think. Like, we never met each other, but I felt like I knew him. Um, One thing I just always wanted him to acknowledge me. Like, I always wanted to see him at the top. You know, he had his incorporation, he had his production company. I wanted to work alongside him. I just wanted to be just like him in my own way, because I knew I never loved basketball as much as he did, but he made me feel like I could be like him in whatever I chose to do, and that's what all of us can aspire to be. You could be the best at what you want to be and keep inspiring others so the chain never ends, and that's what I look to do. Oh, I'll never forget Kobe Bryant. I'll never forget what he's done for me. I just want to tell him thank you, Kobe, for looking down on everybody. I know we've received a lot of love. I just want to tell you thank you for inspiring me, making me who I am. Um, I'm gonna make you proud, Kobe. If there's one thing I want to do now, I want to make Kobe proud, because unfortunately I never had the chance to meet him, and with all the stuff going on in the world today, we have to lift each other up, help each other out, make sure everybody's okay, check up on check up on the people we might not have checked up on in a while. I try, like, whenever I think about somebody, I try to text them, because, you know, life's too short. I don't want to ever short anybody of appreciation while I'm here. I want to make sure everyone knows I love them, I appreciate them, and I'm here if they need me. I always just wanted to be like Kobe, man. Like,
one-on-one. ISO, I don't think nobody can guard Kobe. He's a great defender and he's just a wonderful talent.
It's Kobe, man. But that's it, man.
Yeah, wait. Um, you know, when people shoot papers in the trash can, people they say Kobe. They don't say LeBron. They don't say MJ. They say Kobe.
Yeah.
Say Kobe.
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 Yeah.
Kobe.
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 All right, bro.